You wanted to talk with me?
Do I want to talk? Do I want to talk? What kind of stupid fucking question is that, Brian? Why the hell did you think it was such a great idea to attack DJ at a fucking airport? Look at this shit. Look at the TV. This is what I had to fucking wake up to.
Holy shit, is that Brian the Brain? No way he's attacking DJ Black at the airport. What the dude?
You know how much fucking money I had to spend to bail you out?
You was the one that told me to solve my own problems.
You know what? Since you want to act like an animal, I'm going to just treat you like one, okay? So get this. Tonight, live on Inferno, you're going to be going one-on-one against David Blake in a steel cage match.
Can I just...
Oh, shut the fuck up. And get the fuck out of my office before you make me slap you again, Brian. I swear to God. Hey, I'm sorry, I was a little occupied, but I saw your message. We can meet up before the show starts.
We can all agree, the air is thick here in UCW. My name is Max Thorne, welcome to UCW Inferno, and this is Chapter 4, the last stop before Bash at the Beach. To kick off the show, ladies and gentlemen, we have the contract signing between Matthew Storm and Jose Carter for the Undisputed Championship. Making his way to the ring right now is a man who would love to cut the tension in this company with a knife and maybe slit a few people's throats along the way. The bane of everybody's existence. The bane of the Carter family, literally and figuratively. The Holy Christ and Dark Prince, Matthew Storm. It's been well established that Matthew never had a care in the world for the people he has to hurt. But now as I look at this man, as he has been consumed by his vengeance, consumed by his despair, and above all else, enveloped in his ego and his wrath. Matthew Storm appears to me as a man with nothing to lose. And a man with nothing to lose is a very dangerous thing. If you were to tell everybody several years ago when Matthew made his debut in this company, when Matthew was fighting against the corrupt Carter regime, if you were to tell me that this was the man that Matthew would become when all hope was lost, we would have looked at you like you were crazy. But now, unfortunately, that has become a disturbing reality for the UCW faithful and for any man unlucky enough to fall into the path, into the crosshairs of Matthew Storm. Blank stare behind his eyes as he now walks to the ring with new entrance music, played from Letting Go by American Overdose. The darkness of this song really represents represents the darkness of Matthew's soul, a very haunting omen that Matthew has now let go. Looking into the mirror, this Matthew Storm has completely shattered the reflection that we all knew. It was quite disturbing, ladies and gentlemen. But if there's a light at the end of the darkness that Matthew brings, it is the one in Jose Carter. I can't believe I'm saying this, but finally he gets to walk to the ring with his Undisputed Championship. The title that Matthew ominously gave back to Jose as the men lay on the mat at the end of the last episode of Inferno. Still tell, though, that Jose has that smug confidence. And he is ready to battle the darkness that Matthew represents with his own version of the light. It's good to see that Jose still has the fire that he's always had. Because when Matthew was walking to the ring, he arguably sucked the air out of the arena. But Jose, as he makes his entrance now and poses for these fans here in Indiana, he brought that light back. And he brought the air back here in UCW. So much has changed between these two, because now, as they once again stand on opposite sides, as they get ready to finally share words for the first time since Quest for Gold, it should be very interesting. And here, as we look here, Matthew with that surprise attack that completely shocked everyone, planting Jose with D-face right on top of the championship after Quest for Gold. And then this, the vicious concerto that left Jose viciously scarred. And as a result of that, Matthew stole the championship that night after Quest for Gold. And then on the last episode of Inferno, after Jose had a grueling war with David Blake, Storm once again proving he was the bane of UCW by planting Jose with D-face. And then leaving an ominous warning in the form of placing the championship alongside Jose's lifeless body. Should be a very interesting, a very disturbing moment between these two.
Well, Jose, here we are, standing face to face once again. You know, to tell you the truth, I honestly wasn't sure you would survive that chair shot. There was a part of me that was hoping you'd come back so I could do it again. I guess the truth is that I was hoping you wouldn't come back. I was hoping that maybe you would accept your scars and do what your father could not, and that's stay away. And she ended up being fine. More than fine, actually. So how about you tell me then, old friend, how does it feel to stand here in the same ring where I peeled your eyes wide open? After all, a wise man did once say, don't force my hand when my eyes are wide open. So how does it feel to be seeing the world with open eyes for once?
Matthew, look, truth be told, I don't want to be out here. I don't want to do this. And you know that I have been replaying that shot over and over and over and over and over again in my head. And I can't come to the conclusion on why you've changed, Matthew. Matthew Storm, the man who walked into the doors of UCW when it first opened up in June of 2016, that Matthew Storm seems to be lost. And honestly, I'm surprised as everyone else is who is watching this, because that Matthew Storm was a fighter. When all the odds were against him, he forced through them. Anytime there was an obstacle in his way, he fought his way out. And for all his dreams, he made those dreams come true, even with his nightmares. And Matthew overcame those nightmares with his dreams and made me believe in him, even when I was facing him. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the old Matthew Storm. And now I can't even seem to find him. All I see now is a failure. You were the chosen one here, Matthew. You were brought up to be next in line to carry the company. And finally, when it was your time to take over and lead UCW, you simply dropped it. You turned out to be a con artist. And I hate to say it because you're one of my superstars. And I believe in my roster, but you really were just hype. I don't want to do this, Matthew, but you're forcing me. You're forcing me against my will, and you broke our trust, and now you're stepping over the line.
The deflection trope. I bet you were thinking of that while you were lying in that hospital bed. Thinking of ways to shift the blame, to deflect onto others, and not accept the problems that are at your doorstep. Let's face the music here for a second. Yes, Jose, you are right. I did break your trust. But I never trusted you, because for the longest time, you've done nothing but give me a headache simply by being in the same room as me. So to tell you the truth, I don't know you a damn thing to begin with, because I could really give a shit about you or your fucked up family. But I will give you this. Yes, you did get to Brian before me. I think a part of me will always envy that. But aren't we all human? It's only natural to sometimes envy things that others have done before us. But there is one difference. You wanted the glory for yourself, didn't you? You say that I'm jealous, but maybe you're the one who's jealous of me. Let's face it, Jose, these people never gave a damn about you. They didn't care when you had long hair and looked like a $2 store hippie, and they certainly didn't care when you were getting punched in the mouth week after week by the Rebel Society. Yes, sure, they rose up for you to get a title shot against Slade, but you failed them, and you went back to being a scrub. Even when the news broke that you were Brian's long-lost bastard son, nobody even gave a shit. Sure, Cassidy did, but I called that right from the get-go. She is a whore. Everyone here saw your true colors when you bought into Brian's delusions. Do I need to go on? So you pushed me aside on the road to apocalypse. Didn't give me a match, much less a chance to right the wrongs that your family had made. Instead, you cleaned up your own mess. But in turn, you let several others into this place, and as a result, the company is shit. You're the reason that we have a bunch of worthless meat at UCW trying to find their place in the world. You're the reason that your slag of a wife is trying to hand herself the women's championship on a silver platter. Hell, you haven't done a damn thing about David and DJ's rampage. Just look in the mirror and understand that even for all of my faults, you are simply a failure. It's not just a wrestler or a company owner. But you're a failure as a man. It's as simple as that.
Are you finished? All these people here in attendance have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Matthew. You've become delusional. You're sick in your head. And you're starting to believe everything that you're saying is true. I mean, do you hear yourself? You're yapping about nonsense. You're really cutting the same promo you cut on my father years ago. It's the same formula with you, Matthew. It's over and over again. I mean, Jesus, Matthew. You're always bringing up the family, and why? To say these people never gave a damn about me is crazy. Because while you were getting chewed out and eaten alive on Rampage, I was carrying my show, Insanity, to the top, and the fans were always behind my back as I took on Josh Ritchie and his corruption. And guess what, Matthew? I did that alone with no one's help. Matthew, it's okay to feel envy. It's natural. It's natural to us humans, and since you brought that up, I'm going to throw in a little bit of anatomy at you. Have you ever wondered why it is that us humans have 2 ears and only one mouth? Well, it's simple, my boy, and when I tell you this, I want you to take it to the heart. The reason you have 2 ears is so that you can listen more. And the reason you have one mouth is so people like you speak less. You speak about my ex-wife as if she were a slut, but let's face the truth, Matthew. The fans here know it, and without a shadow of a doubt, you, my friend, are the slut of attention in UCW.
Bringing up the past now, aren't we? Impressive. Maybe I'm starting to like you a little bit after all. Because if we're being honest, the past does dictate the present, and the present dictates the future. But you think the past is what controls me. That is in fact true. I haven't let the past die. But that's because there's something in this world that needs fixing. And that's you, Jose. You are a problem. A stain on the name of UCW. But I think at Bash at the Beach, I'm going to make my point loud and clear. The previous victories against me were simply a fluke because I was holding back. I was pulling my punches out of pity. Because I actually thought, in my own deluded head at the time, that you were my friend. When in reality you were the enemy in front of my face this entire time. I'm going to show these people that you really ain't so tough after all. It's that simple. And then maybe you will understand why I am the way that I am. Why they call me the Dark Prince. Because another wise man once said, all it takes is one bad day, and you'll be just like me. So maybe, just maybe, Bash at the Beach will be the one day that you need to finally accept that you aren't the hero that you claim to be. One bad day, and you will become a monster. Just like me.
Matthew, we've all had bad days, but none of us have turned to dark, generic assholes like you. I've made my path and I didn't let it define where I am now, Matthew. Of course, I've made countless mistakes, but I'm not the man that I used to be. Since you want to bring up my past mistakes, let's take a trip down memory lane, Matthew. Ladies and gentlemen, long ago, Matthew Storm had a brother who started wrestling. Bright kid, always looking to do what's best to advance and learn from everyone. But once he started getting recognition, once he started growing and getting popular, Matthew didn't like that. You see, Matthew, you're knocking on me, talking about I want the glory all to myself. Yet, when it came to your own bloodline, you really got him kicked to the curb. And you took the spotlight from him. And now where is he at? Oh, I know. He's working at a factory 50 hours a week just to get by. While his own brother is on top of professional wrestling and isn't landing a hand. Even after he's the reason he's not in this sport anymore. You want to keep going? You want to keep cutting deep? Let's talk about marriage, because you always have something to say about mine. But how is yours, Matthew? Didn't Rebecca divorce your ass for another man? You can't get the job done in bed. What makes you think that you're going to get it done here in the ring? You can make your threats all you want. You can say all the stolen Dark Knight movie quotes you want. But none of those will change the fact that at Bash at the Beach, I'm going to put an end to this, even if it means that I have to beat your ass senseless. I've never believed myself to be a hero. Jose Carter to me is just a mask to hide who I truly am, and that's the one.
Just be careful for what you wish for, my old friend.
Dear Lord, the tension between these two. Puerto Rico might not be enough to contain the arena if these two men are going to do battling, but no, don't turn your back, don't turn your back. Oh, come on, another sneak attack. Oh, Jose countered. Wait, SOB! Oh, man! And Storm avoiding the SOB and hightailing it out of the ring like a coward. Jose may effectively now be beating Matthew at his own corrupted game. The champ now holds an edge, and Storm is irate. He can't be irate at this, because now it's official. Storm will face off against Jose for the Undisputed Championship at Bash at the Beach. May God have mercy on these two men's souls. Looking towards tonight, though, the finalists in the YouTube Championship tournament do battle against two men who have been eliminated. Colin Torres and Mike Storm face off against Ray Lethal and Romano. And then another tag team match. Former enemies now turned friends in Celeste Mota and Cindy Brooks doing battle against Cassidy Blank and her rookie, it would appear, in Shay. The main event. These two men are going to go through absolute hell and put each other through hell. Brian the Brain does battle against David Blake inside of a steel cage. In the opening contest, the YouTube Championship tournament to determine who makes it against Colin and Mike at Bash at the Beach. James Frost goes head-to-head against Syler Jordan. This is going to be a very, very interesting contest between these two. Both James and Syler arguably know each other probably better than they know themselves. Great friends outside of the ring and fantastic opponents on the inside. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say that this is a match worthy of Inferno and worthy of being the opening contest, hot damn, this is going to be a good match. And it'll definitely bring me out of the bad mood that I'm in of having to listen to Matthew talk. Syler Jordan proved all the doubters wrong when he beat Peligro in his match on the second episode of Inferno. That being said, though, however, there are still those who doubt Syler's legitimacy in the tournament, as Syler won his match due in part, partially, because of Bill Moriarty's interference. James Frost, however, on the other hand, beat Bill Moriarty in a similar, sketchy fashion thanks to Peligro's interference. Either way, if you were to ask me, both of these men deserve to be in the tournament. Both of these men honestly have a right to call themselves a champion here in UCW. The only question remains, who is it going to be between these two? Syler, of course, does want a successor here in the business. Whether or not his successor would be James Frost is anybody's guess, but either way, one cannot deny the skill that both of these men have and the friendship that they also possess. At the same time, though, when you're going up against the Boy Scout and everybody's favorite wrestler who, once again, I'm going to say it, who probably has the best entrance music here in the company, you have a lot to compete against. And, of course, you have to go up against the fans. But going up against James Frost doesn't seem like anything new for Syler Jordan, and it ain't exactly new for James either. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, I need a hero, and his name is James Frost. This man's legacy is certainly improving now here in UCW. The man that everybody loves to watch, and a man who it's almost impossible to root against James Frost. Yeah, I'm a little biased, but who cares? In this case now tonight, I salute my bush light to both of these men. Now, as I said before, and I probably said it several times while Syler was making his way to the ring, both of these men know each other very well. And both of these men have beaten each other for several championships over the years. I would honestly say that between both of them, they are pretty much each other's equal. James Frost, though, ever the Superman and ever the hero for the fans, he definitely wants to give these people someone to root for, someone to support. Because like I mentioned during Syler's match against Peligro, even if Syler had a potential successor in James, he would never accept it. Egos can be a damning thing. But I think above all else, skill matters more over egos. Both of these men can make this company a better place, and they can make this community a better place. And we have a damn good match coming up right now, because ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And both men charging. Wait, James caught him early and doing some catching some weightlifting there before hitting him with a fall-away slam is James Frost. And now gut wrench, turning him around again and again. And one more and another slam from James Frost. Doing some a little extra weightlifting with Syler here today. Syler with that counter. And now, setting him up. Oh, and a vicious boot to the face of James. And now, wait a minute. He was going for the Destiny very early with Syler. James caught it though, and now to the ropes. And charging into him, James missed his opening there. And now, kick, setting him up. Oh, and a butterfly suplex there from Syler. And now stomping on James. And now, getting ready to pulverize Frost with those vicious knee strikes. Always willing and ready to set up his opponent for the destiny. James with that counter of his own though, going to the ropes, and a forearm shot from James Frost. This man can definitely fly. Early cover now, and a 1 count. Both of these men know each other inside and out. So it's going to be a great match, and it's going to be very telling to see who's the better man here tonight. And now, setting up Syler, and dropping him down on the top rope. And now, oh man. Oh! Turnabout is fair play! He just hit him with the destiny of his own. Tossing him over, and dropping an elbow down on the arm. James definitely knows how to play Syler's game a little bit. And wait, now going for the combo. Going for the combo. Oh! And closing it out there with a vicious knee to Syler Jordan. 1. And almost barely a 1 count there. Syler clearly has to understand now that he has to do more to put away James. Oh! And a twisting neck breaker there from Syler. Stomp to the back. Now looking to dial back the pace a little bit here. Going for a fisherman suplex. Textbook perfect from Syler Jordan now. And now letting his ego play a little bit of a favor here. Oh! Some insulting kicks to the face, and now what's he going for here? The ripcord. Oh! And another vicious knee strike there from Syler. And now measuring James. I don't know what he's going for here. His hands on the mat there. Oh, look at this. Once again, the gates of Thrillmora. James has probably been in this hold several times before, but now in this case, James knows that hold well, lifting him up and dropping down Syler. He got taken to the gates of Thrillmora, but maybe it was not enough to make James tap out, sending him to the ropes. Oh, and missing with a crossbody there. Wait a minute, what the? Oh! And another one! Another vicious hold here. This might actually be the legitimate case at Thrillmora. I gotta call my moves right, for the love of God. And now James once again getting out of it. So he may as well... Oh, and a flying clothesline to the back of Syler's head. Typical Max Thorne commentary. I'm always acting... Wait a minute! Invictus! James Frost with the Invictus! Holy smokes! That could be it! And now setting him up. Going to fly. Frostbite! James planting him with Frostbite. Covered by Frost. 1, 2. Oh! And he kicks out of the Frostbite elbow from James. Frost is going to have to do way more to put him away. But Syler already back on his feet. And now looking for a rebound. And a sling blade from the Born Thriller. Covered by Syler. 1, 2. James again kicks out. Gonna have to do a lot more. And now, once again, locking him in this hold here. Once again, trying to take him to the gates of Thrillmora. Syler now just going to work. Going to absolute town right now on the arm of James. And now, once again, lifting him up and planting him down. The arm of James Frost is being severely weakened right now. Smart on the part of Syler Jordan to weaken that arm with the Frostbite. Because this way, if James does hits it, he might not be able to go for an immediate cover. And now, once again, getting his reps in with the body of Syler Jordan, and another gut-wrench suplex. James now continuing. Get your reps in, Frost. But it's also got to be driving the air right out of the Thriller. Absolutely amazes me that a man like that can toss around a man like that like a rag doll. Knee to face, and another lariat there from James Frost. And Syler wisely rolling out of the ring, trying to get his bearings straight. To the ropes goes James, and a suicide tornado DDT from the Infinite Hero. Syler's probably in Thrillmora right now. He doesn't even know where he is. Now, James controlling the pace here. And a spear! Frost's rage going to town on Syler. Let's take a look at this again. James hitting the ropes. If only he had his damn cape, because look at this, and bang! Taking Syler's head right to throw Mora, because that man does not know where he is right now. And now, once again, oh, looking to maybe get some shots in on the head, but Syler got his bearings. Oh! Another variant of the Destiny there. Syler Jordan going to work, and now again, taking him to the gates to throw Mora. But James quickly rolling out of that. He definitely saw that one coming, because now James measuring his man. What's he going for here? Ducking under. And wait, lifting him up, getting in some more reps, and a fall-away slam from James Frost. Oh, and there. Syler once again being too quick and catching James off guard there with a kick. And now, Syler going for this time. He's setting him up, measuring his man for something, but it didn't work there. James got out of it. And now, measuring up, suplex. Looking for that Three Amigos Fisherman combo that he hit on Bill. Second one down. And now, going for the Fisherman, and he drops him with it. Textbook and perfect from James Frost. This has been an absolute war right now between these two, and I'm all here for it. I'm enjoying this. Stomp now. What's James thinking here? Oh, locking him in a variant of a deranged. That's a very deranged STF there. I have to say it. But of course, the ref is counting, and if Syler were to tap, it wouldn't count because it's on the outside. And Syler fighting out of it. And now, a knee drop right to the chest of James. Syler definitely needs to get in some more offense in this match because as far as I can tell, James has been in firm control. And an elbow drop right to the leg, and now punishing the knee of Syler. Once again, these men wisely knowing where to target the other's limbs. In the case of James right there, he was targeting Syler's knee, trying to prevent him from hitting the Destiny. Earlier in the match, Syler was attacking James's elbow, but what's James going for here? Oh no, setting up for it again. Goodbye, frostbite! Right on top of the head of Syler Jordan. And that might be it. 1, 2, and 3. And James Frost with an emphatic victory over Syler Jordan. He's now going to the finals. Let's take a look at this again. This was absolutely vicious, but it's what it takes. The frostbite elbow drop right on top of the head of Syler Jordan. Absolutely, absolutely vicious. And with that emphatic 3 count, James Frost, look at here, right again. Bang! The blade of his elbow right on top of Syler's skull. So you might want to check him for a concussion. As you can see right there, ladies and gentlemen, it'll be Colin Torres versus Mike Storm versus James Frost to crown the first ever winner of the YouTube Championship tournament. And Frost is absolutely feeling the moment right here. You beat a very dangerous man, James, but now you're going to have to go up against 2 other dangerous men come bash at the beach. Much respect for the Infinite Hero. Wait, what's Chris Love doing here?
Have you seen this man on my t-shirt? Has anyone seen the light of the Marco?
Oh, man.
Has anyone seen the trash man? Has anyone seen my tag team partner? Have you seen this man on my t-shirt? Has anyone seen the
I don't know
light
if he's
of the
getting answers,
Marco?
anybody.
Anyone?
Nah, man, I haven't seen him. I can't help you, bud. Sorry.
Please, if anyone has seen this man, please, let me...
Wait. What the hell? Is this... Can someone explain this? I didn't pay the bill for the camera. I didn't mess up the camera either. Oh, great.
Hey there, Chris. Looking a bit lost there, pal. Still looking for your partner?
What a damn shame, because I don't know what I would do if I lost my partner.
Neither could I. That's why, Chris, we did some FBI work for you. You found me.
You're welcome. Well, I'm waiting for a thank you.
He's a rude prick, Cohen. He doesn't know manners, which means the days of doing stuff for free are over. Chris, the ball's in our court now, and if you want to see Elias again, you gotta do something for us. Just a teensy little favor.
I listened to that guy. That crazy bastard actually enjoys deathmatch wrestling. And trust me, no one enjoys that bullshit.
We want a title match at the upcoming pay-per-view for your titles. Give us the match, your partner sees the light of day again. And we'll hand him over before the match.
And if you decline, we'll make your partner watch an entire Skag Vegas wrestling pay-per-view.
No commercial breaks!
And nobody wants that. Not even us.
But anywho there, Chris. Ball's now in your court. Kobe. Hopefully he doesn't hit him out.
We'll give you 24 hours to respond. And if not, we'll make him watch a trash HLR match.
Fourth wall officially shattered.
These two arrogant pricks, they kidnapped Elias?
Please don't hurt him. I'll give you anything you want. Elias, I'm coming for you.
Oh my god. Well, at least now we don't have to waste any more money trying to figure out what the hell Chris Love is doing or where Elias is, because he got kidnapped by two arrogant pricks in the FCA. And you want to say, speaking of arrogance, that's the man who's going to be making his way to the ring right now for this next tag team match, as Ray Lethal teams up with Romano to go up against Colin Torres and Mike Storm. Ray Lethal completely fumbled the bag in the YouTube Championship tournament, ladies and gentlemen, letting his arrogance and letting his temper dictate the pace of the match, and as a result, he got himself disqualified when he didn't let go of the chokehold that he had on Mike Storm. Completely attacking an official who was only doing his job, and then further brutalizing Mike Storm. Ray has not done himself any favors in the eyes of the fans, and honestly in the eyes of the company, to tell you the truth. But of course, that's not stopping him now from trying to still get what he wants. Ray does believe that he deserves the YouTube Championship. He believes that he deserves to hurt people, and he deserves to still be in the tournament, believing that Mike Storm is still a weak man. Regardless of how he got here, he was the one that got himself disqualified. And as far as his partner goes, well, I mean, Romano is still doing Romano things, if you guys know what I mean. Romano let himself get punked out by Mike Storm in their contenders match for the YouTube Championship tournament. And as a result, Romano was left once again humiliated and in defeat. You would think that after suffering two embarrassing losses, first to Jose at Quest for Gold, and then to the rookie, and I'm not bad-mouthing Mike in any way, but I'm just saying that in Romano's case, he let himself get humiliated and defeated via a roll-up here on Inferno. Can't let yourself slip like that, and the crowd, as usual, letting Romano have it. This man has made an extremely painful bed for himself, and as I've said numerous times, he's got to lay in it. This is, like I said, this is what happens when you play arrogant, and you I'll just say it. This is what happens when you fuck around and find out, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why we're having this match in the first place, if you guys paid attention to our social media during the last couple of weeks, Colin approached Mike and considered this a peace offering, as a way to make things right and to prove that they belong here in UCW and that they belong in the tournament. Mike is certainly still confident as he looks to become the first ever YouTube champion. Of course, he has to not only go through Colin Torres, but he has to go through James Frost as well. And in the case of tonight, he has to go through two men that he defeated in the tournament. First man was an effective win via roll-up. Second win against Ray Lethal was, by proxy, a disqualification. But I'll be telling everybody that not Colin or Mike, but Mike in this case deserves his spot. And another man who deserves his spot, despite the also sketchy circumstances as to how he got there, is Colin Torres. Even Colin did not agree with the absolute strangeness of his match against Colby Jordan. Granted, Colby believes that heraldry was responsible, but we have no way to prove it, considering that the lights in the arena were blacked out. Colin, however, is willing to admit the sketchy circumstances that got him here, and he's totally willing to make amends. In my opinion, that is the definition of a fighting champion, even though he doesn't have the belt yet. Stop stuttering, Max, god damn it. But as always, the fans showing both of these men love, showing them and telling them that they do belong here in ECW and that they do belong in the finals for the YouTube Championship. Gonna be a good match in this case. It's one legend of ECW going up against two rookies while teaming with another rookie in Ray Lethal. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. And Mike was, and again with that pop-up slam there from Ray Lethal. Mike was trying to get a grapple in with the bigger man in Lethal, just pushing him away and stomping on his arm there. And a kick to the face. Vicious spinning kick from Ray Lethal. Once again, just like in their match on the last episode, Ray looking to take advantage here with his submissions and looking to take advantage with his dangerous striking. Colin can only watch. Ray once again sending him to the corner. And a ripcord knee there from Lethal. Taking firm control against Mike Storm, looking to further punish him. Now, sending him in the corner. Look at that! Mike found a way out of it, but Romano, quick on the draw, clipping him on the back of the head. And as a result, this is continuing to allow Ray Lethal an advantage in this match. Smart tactics there. And Lethal wanting to take a break. And now here we go. Colin getting ready to meet Romano in the ring. Slap to the face, kick, another kick, and a kick to the face. Now stomping on the arm there. And now it is Colin's turn to go to work here on Romano. To the ropes. And vicious jumping knee drop there. And now, Romano looking for a strange somersault move there. I wish I had some sort of idea what he was going for, but counters that with a suplex. Now, wisely, I have to give him credit, tagging in Ray Lethal. And both of these men missing strikes there. Not exactly playing smart, but gotta go high octane. And Colin finding a way to avoid a power slam there by chopping down at Ray Lethal. And now, he's maybe get some teamwork going of his own here, sending Lethal into the corner. Ray countering there. And now, going to work once more with some strikes, now to the skull of Colin Torres. This man's viciousness, as I said, clearly knows no bounds. And a DDT! Now, controlling the pace and effectively brutalizing Colin Torres. Wait, what the hell is Romano doing? Lethal had a perfectly fine advantage in this match, and Romano just tagged himself in. Oh man. Lethal's taking his ball and going home. Pretty much just telling Romano, screw you, you can handle this. I'm going home. And the fans have no sympathy for either man here. What is Romano's deal? He continues to let his arrogance wait. You're going for a ride, Romano. Mayday, mayday! From Colin Torres. And this may be it. Romano played himself again. Because now, you're going to have to deal with this. First you get hit with the mayday and going up. There's your ultimatum, Romano. The ultimatum now from Mike Storm. And ladies and gentlemen, say goodnight to Romano. Once again, Romano played himself. Let his arrogance dictate the pace here. Like I said, Ray Lethal had a perfectly good advantage over Colin, and when Romano thought he had a shot, he let his arrogance take play, and Lethal left him to die. First getting planted with Mayday there from Colin, and then going up, and then down with the ultimatum. Unbelievable. You know, if Romano wasn't such a dick, maybe I'd feel bad for him. But I don't. Partially because I'm a sick bastard, but I mean, either way, a well-earned victory for these two. It's safe to say that they're going into Bash at the Beach as good friends. Can't go wrong there. Well done, fellas. Gotta hand it to both of you. Going into Bash at the Beach, you're going to be competing for the YouTube Championship, and I can almost guarantee that it's going to be a fantastic match. But I think, wait a minute, here comes Frost! And now, the 3 participants in that match, all 3 of them now meeting face to face. And the realization now
is setting in between Colin and Mike.
It's going to be the Infinite Hero going up against these 2 men, because now Frost bathing in the love of the fans, and now, as I said, the realization is setting in. Because come Bash at the Beach, these 3 men are going to be meeting for the brand new YouTube Championship. The newest prize here in UCW to represent our home platform. Come Bash at the Beach. It's going to be the Infinite Hero, James Frost, the prodigal son, Colin Torres, and the Texas Kid and Mike Storm meeting for the gold. Cannot wait, ladies and gentlemen. And now, getting ready to make his way to the ring is Peligro. To address all of the BS that's been going on the last couple of months, Peligro most definitely has a lot on his mind. Bill Moriarty just cannot seem to let his vengeance plan go. Believing that Peligro does not deserve to be here in UCW. And I must say, Peligro definitely has a lot on his mind. This man, of course, still has the pride and he still has the spunk. But I can still tell there may just be a little bit of darkness building inside of the luchador. Peligro has been assaulted. He's been cost several opportunities at, a quest for gold, for the UCW Championship, and even now in the YouTube Championship tournament. Both of these men are clearly out to get each other, so it should only be a matter of time before the match is made. I mean, like I said, you can't tell me that with how much these guys hate each other. I mean, yeah, let's just take a look at this. This happened on the first episode of Inferno. When Peligro was being interviewed in the back, Bill came storming in there and just thought, hey, I'm going to beat the crap out of this man when he never saw me coming. The element of surprise, of course, and once again, the element of surprise playing a hand here on episode 2. Bill came storming in, planted Peligro with checkmate, and then sent him right into the ring, basically leaving Peligro as fresh pickings for Syler Jordan. As a result, that cost him the match. With 1 extra destiny, Syler was able to beat Peligro, unfortunately with the aid of Bill Moriarty. Bill was definitely bathing in the hatred, and then Peligro decided turnabout was fair play, because on the last episode of Inferno, episode 3, he distracted Bill during his match with James Frost, coming in clean, tripping up his leg. Bill was just absolutely disgusted. He could not believe that a man who's been trying to break for so long came in and did this. Distracted him. James rolled him up. 1, 2, or 1, 2, and 3. And as a result of that, James Frost advanced. And as a result of what happened tonight, James is going to the pay-per-view. Whereas Bill is standing there in the ring, fuming.
But it seems as though I feel like I'm being hunted by my very own past. And quite frankly, I'm getting sick and tired of this. At first, it was against Brian the Player for the UCW World Championship. Right after Brian puts my cousin into the breakfast right in front of me, I had to get out of the ladder to try and stop. But the next thing you know, bam! Bill hits me with the knee. At first, I forgave him. Because I completely understand when it comes to money and power, it corrupts the mind. But then who knew that years later that Jose would finally end the corruption of this place and restores back the law and order that this place needs. Then Jose gives me an opportunity to finally win a championship. And here I was, in the same ladder I climbed, and once I had the championship grasped into my very own hands, then it was ripped away from the same guy that costed me from the World Championship. Why is it? Why is that you couldn't muster the cojones to attack me head on? Did you forget to grab your balls from Slade's pocket right after he left the business? Wanna know why you can't even kill that cockroach? It's because I work too hard and too long to die. Because my work ethic is too good for the likes of you. So I'm just gonna throw out this challenge to you, Bill. At Bash at the Beach, you think what I did to Brian was that bad? Just wait till I get my hands on you, hijueputa.
Peligro possesses Cero Miedo because now it's official. Bill Moriarty is going to be going head-to-head with Peligro come Bash at the Beach. The luchador is not going to be taking any prisoners when we reach Puerto Rico.
UCW, how y'all living? Good to hear. Now, I only got a little bit of time to chat with y'all, but there's one man that this very special message is dedicated towards, all right? The main man, Wayne himself. Question, Brother Watson, have you ever heard the phrase, respect your elders? Fairly common piece of advice, right? See, I was raised on that notion, to pay homage to the previous generation, acknowledge their triumphs and trials. You know that you ought to give thanks to those who came before you. And Wayne, I know you and I haven't had much time to talk face to face, but allow me to give thanks to you because soon you will be a former UCW Global Champion. See, a lot of people have been asking me lately where I've been or if I'm back. And you know what? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back and better than ever. I'm thinking that these people want to know if the baddest man walking God's green earth is still able to knock a few heads off some shoulders. And they would be right because the coach is checking into the game. Now, last time I challenged for a championship here, I was 1 second short of beating the last of a dying breed. But this time, I'm finishing what I started. Because at Bash at the Beach, this ain't about getting back in the saddle. This is about reminding you and the rest of your Def Jam Vendetta rejects that you can only stay hot for so long before you can't take the heat anymore. So you better be ready to stand on business, champ, or I'm shutting down your little enterprise for good. And that ain't a spoiler. It's a goddamn guarantee. Because I am inevitable.
Man, wise words from Coach there. I'd like that guy to be my motivational speaker. Wait, what the hell? You gotta be kidding me. I guess we're not gonna have to wait until Bash at the Beach because these two are duking it out in the backstage area. Clearly, I mean, you can hear the crowd as they're getting wind of this footage. The crowd is definitely behind, definitely behind Peligro as he was beating the tar out of Bill there for a little bit, and now, oh my God, setting him up. Don't do it, Bill. Don't do it. Oh my God. Oh! Power bomb onto a table setup and also right onto the chair.
Bash at the Beach, you dumb son of a bitch.
Jesus Christ. What the hell? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the co-main event of Chapter 4. And getting ready to make her way to the ring for this tag team contest is someone who has been raising a lot of heads and has garnered plenty of buzz here in the women's division as of late. The ever dangerous and the lovely Shay. Shay has definitely been raising a lot of hell as of late, especially with Cassidy Blank, believing, of course, that Celeste does not deserve to be at Bash at the Beach, nor does she deserve to be getting the flowers that she's been given as of late. Because if anything, according to these two, and primarily according to Shay, she should be the one getting the flowers. Not exactly going to argue with one's opinion here, but there's a right and a wrong way to do things. As far as I'm concerned, Shay's been going about it the wrong way. And someone else who's been going about everything wrong is the now ex-wife, as I've just learned tonight, the former boss, Cassidy Blank. Much has changed about Cassidy Blank. In turn, as a result, she's allowing her ego, and she's allowing her standing within this company and within the women's division to try to dictate the rules. You can't exactly bend the rules every time and make everyone bow down to you. Even if you've got I Prevail telling everybody to bow down for your entrance music. Bad joke, I know, but deal with it. My point stands, you know. I'm not a fan of Cassidy, I'm a fan of Shay, but I'm definitely a fan of this woman. The Iron Lady has returned, and she is the law in this land. She is Cindy Brooks. A living nightmare for any women here in UCW, and quite literally a living nightmare for Cassidy. It was Cindy. Cindy was the one at Genesis 2 to end Cassidy's grip over the women's division. And as a result of that, Cassidy left Genesis 2 humiliated and with her arm in a sling. Of course, Cindy Brooks, having had a handful of time away from the ring, she's been pulling some cards of her own. One of probably the biggest cards that she's pulled as of late was bringing back Celeste Mota. Former enemies, now turned friends, sisters in arms against the corruption of Cassidy Blank. It's definitely strange to see these two actually fighting side by side, I gotta admit it. It's like giving you a weird sense of like, it's not really a feedback loop done in reverse. It's basically reality has changed here in UCW. We are in a new era. And I guess in this case, people can let bygones be bygones. Even if Celeste has had her arm in a sling several times due to Cindy. Cindy Brooks is my favorite. Sue me. Of course, the crowd certainly does want to see Celeste get her some vengeance over Cassidy, especially considering the repeated attacks over the last several episodes. That sign from one of the fans in the crowd definitely tells a story. Celeste has definitely earned a rep as the queen of kicks, especially with her carbon footprint knee strike that she used to put away Shay on the second episode. So now it's definitely safe to say that Celeste has more tools in the arsenal, and of course Cindy's got the faded armbar and even her brand new maneuver, the steampunk driver. It's only a matter of time to see who's got what it takes in this match. And in this case now, Cindy going to work. The butterfly suplex to Shay. Now an elbow drop. In this case now, once more, it is a rookie going up against the old blood. And oh, look at this. She's already got it in STF. Locking Shay in an STF, but now the newbie here in UCW fighting out of it. Vicious elbows there to Cindy's face. Kick to the stomach and another kick. And tossing her over with a hip toss. Now, turnabout is fair play now. Cindy tagging in Celeste. And it looks like the Queen's going to be trying to get herself some of the woman who just, attacked her not too long ago. A stomp to the back of the head. And right now, all Cassidy can do is watch as her protege, so to speak, is being mutilated by Celeste Mota. Setting her up. And Shay getting out of that with a kick to the stomach. And now, having Celeste right where she wants her. Might see some tag team action here. Indeed we are. Sending Celeste to the ropes. And a double shoulder block from Cassidy and Shay. Synergy working great. And now, kicking up the dust and hitting Celeste with a moonsault does Cassidy. Now choking her out. Viciousness of Cassidy Blank knows no bounds. Now kick to the stomach. What she got going here? Measuring her up. Oh! Twisting neck breaker there. And come on! Cassidy thinking smart, I hate to admit it, but taking out the opposition early by hitting Cindy with a drop kick. And looking like she's gonna get hit a variant of the SOB there. Her ex-husband's finishing move. And split-legged leg drop there, right onto Cassidy's legs. And now, setting her up into the corner. Tag team action now from Celeste and Cindy. To the ropes that she goes. And a huge back body drop from these two. And now Cindy going to work. Oh, going to work on a woman whose life she has probably made a living hell for several years. And knee strike to the back there. Gotta say, all these years later, Cindy looks good. I gotta admit it. And now, measuring her up. And pump handle slam there from Cindy. Very vicious technique there. And now, once again, they're up in a reverse DDT right onto the outside. Classic Cindy Brooks, targeting the human body, going to work. And once more with the butterfly suplex. She's got to remember, she's got to get her opponent in the ring. She's made her opponents tap on the outside before, and then she's made them tap on the inside. Shay trying to get a tag in here. Oh, she does get the tag. And Shay now, was going to meet Cindy in the middle, but she counters that kick. And a forearm there from Shay. Shot to the back. Sending her to the ropes. Cindy wisely avoiding danger there. Now clothesline. Avoiding danger there with a shoulder block. And missing with that elbow drop. And a boot right to the face. Covered now by Shay. They're going one. Only a 1 count. You are going to have to do a lot more than that to put away the Iron Lady of UCW. And an arm wrenching the arm there and slamming her down. And Cindy wisely taking a breather here. Letting Celeste get a piece of the pie. Variant to the T-bone suplex there from Celeste. And now, Cindy wisely rolling out. Celeste taunting. Wait, and Cindy. Turnabout is fair play there. Grabs Shay because she's trying to run and sends her crashing into the ring. And now, Celeste with an elbow drop right to the lining of the spine. That could be it. Could be it already. Only a 1. Gotta remember that Shay is tough and she is very, very dangerous. And now once again, looking for some more tag team action here. Tagging in Cindy. Back to the ropes. Sending her there. And another back body drop. Cass trying to get a tag, but both of these women are, oh my goodness, already going in for it. She's got her in the disarmer. Right in the middle. Wait, you gotta watch out for watch out for Cassidy. She manages to break up that hold there and sending Cassidy flying. Cindy's quick on the draw, going for the cover. 1, 2, only a 2 count. I gotta say, Cindy is quite amazed, but I think I know what she's setting up for here. Ready to dial her up. Possibly going again for the disarmer. Shay with a counter and a vicious lariat. Clothesline from hell. Jesus, 1, 2. And Cindy kicks out of the clothesline from hell. Absolutely pulverizing her with that. Now, it's Shay and Cassidy's turn to look for an advantage, but I guess not. Elbow strikes there from Cindy. And now, looking to set her up for something. Looking for a variant of the manhandle plex there. Shay with that counter. Look at this. Turnabout now. The strength of Shay. Jesus, Christopher. Never expected a woman to be that strong. Holy smokes. And now, tagging in Cassidy. It seems as though the seductress is going to try to finally get her some of Cindy. The ropes. Ducking under. Jumping over. She got here. And a boot right to the face. Mocking Celeste in a way with the carbon footprint of her own. Cindy quickly coming back to reality. These ladies are taking their time, and that's giving Cindy all the edge that she needs. Jumping over now. Work and an arm toss. So Cassidy's in panic mode. And another tag there. Cass trying to figure out, all right, what do I got to do here? Wait now. Cindy measuring her woman and tripping her up there with a shot right to the leg. This match has been all Cindy and all Celeste. Seems as though these two know these other ladies inside and out. And now Celeste going to work here. laying some shots right into the midsection of Cassidy. Penance for all the time that she got attacked on Inferno the last several weeks. Only a 1 count on Cassidy. Damn. Gonna have to do a lot more than that. Then again, Shay. Whoa, wait a minute! Samoan drop! Clean and precise. 2. And a kick out. Finally a 2 count on Cassidy. And Celeste is probably now entering panic mode. It seems as though she's setting up for it. Going for the DDT here. Twisting her around and planting her there with the swinging neck breaker. Goodbye, Cassidy Blank. 1, 2. Oh, and she kicks out. And as I said, Celeste has to be in panic mode. Tag team wrestling from the fans. Even better, it's women's tag team wrestling. We're getting ourselves a fight here between these women. And now, Cindy targeting the arm. Getting herself some of the seductress. Oh, counter. And now to the ropes. And a lariat there from Cassidy. And once more, tagging in Shay. Seems as though the Cass is letting Shay pretty much do all the handiwork here, but she's also letting her, take punishment. She blocked that lariat there. And now, and a forearm shot right to the face of Cindy. Missing there with a stomp and a kick. Gets some strikes connecting now from Shay. Another strike. And now, setting her up. Oh! Slamming that face right into the turnbuckle. And another time. The viciousness of Shay clearly has no limits right now. To the top. What the heck is she setting up for this time? Strike or slap, more or less. Cindy's dazed. She doesn't know where she is. Oh my goodness. Oh, no. And an avalanche Spanish fly! And that may have also done some more damage to Shay than it did to Cindy. Cindy doesn't know where she is. She's trying to get a tag. Trying to crawl over. Cassidy's smart. And she gets there. She gets to Celeste. And Cindy rolling out of the ring. And here come the opponents now. And wait a minute. The Black Widow. The variant of the Black Widow. But, because Cindy wasn't there, because she was out on the outside recuperating from that assault from Shay, the Black Widow could not do enough damage. And another boot right to the face. And now, Celeste playing with her food, essentially. Toying with Cassidy. And now, again, with more damage to the arm, as if in a way to set up her partner for the disarmor. And another shot right to the midsection. And another boot right to the face. Couldn't mess up that pretty face. I'm not stopping her. And here we go. With a variant. The swinging neck breaker. Now what's Cassidy going to be going for here? Wait. She took her time there. And a suplex. And, look at this. Possibly the Three Amigos. Now that's how you rub salt in the wound. One more. That's the third. Rubbing salt in the wound with the Three Amigos there. But because now, wait a minute. Oh! Shoulder blocking Shay! And now, wait a minute. What the hell's Cindy doing? Measuring her woman. Looking for some damage as Celeste just completely pulverizing on Cassidy right now. And then planting her there with a forearm shot. And now, hip toss right to the side and an elbow drop. Cassidy's on Dream Street, and meanwhile, Cindy's on the outside, and she's absolutely beaten down on the non-legal woman here. Wait a minute. And now there's just chaos going on in this match. The ref doesn't even know who to root on for or who to count. Because by proxy, Cindy's technically going to be counted out here. And Shay just absolutely pulverizing on Cindy here. There's absolute chaos going on in this match. We need to get some order out here. And now the ref restarted his count. Must have realized quickly that the Cass was on the outside, but now Cassidy, variant of a strong slam there. And now, advantage Cassidy, considering that Cindy took too much of her time beating the tar out of Shay for a little bit. Sending her face right to the turnbuckle, and now some more tag team action from Shay and Cass. Boot right to the arm, right to the chest, and sending Cass with a double knee strike right into her. And now, setting her up, and a stunner, a variation of the hot shot stunner right onto the ropes. And now, Shay, oh, come on. And a sunset flip power bomb to Celeste. Just further rubbing salt in the wound and further just beating down on the queen. And Cindy now. Again, there's, why are you trying to talk trash to me? What the hell? Wait a minute, Cindy's got her up. Uh-oh. And the steampunk driver. Steampunk driver. 1, 2, and 3. And Cass, you were too slow. Suck it. Look at this. The right moment came. Cindy took a shot and boom. Planted her there with the steampunk driver. With an emphatic 3 count. Cass, you were too slow. She's trying to get order if there's no order when you have no authority. And with that effective steampunk driver, former enemies are now arguably probably the best of friends. I hope I'm not jinxing that. And Cassidy is absolutely fuming. Once more, Celeste Mota one-ups the seductress. Now you gotta go home and you gotta go ask yourself, I'm probably in big trouble come Bash at the Beach. Well done from these ladies. Well done indeed. It's good to have Cindy back, and it's honestly great to see her teaming up with Celeste. The uniting of the legends. I love it.
You know what? Since you want to act like an animal, I'm going to just treat you like one, okay? So get this. Tonight, live on Inferno, you're going to be going one-on-one against David Blake in a steel cage match.
The law has finally been laid down, and it happened hours before showtime, because now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event. Hell is absolutely going to be raised as Brian the Brain goes head-to-head against David Blake inside of a steel cage. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you, in this match, there is bound to be chaos, there is bound to be bloodshed, and there is certainly bound to be a hell of a lot of pain. And this is a match that both men certainly want. And this is honestly a match that I also want. Because in this case, if Brian wins, he upsets the BFB squad in David Blake, and yeah, I'm going to say his name because the prick put his hands on me, DJ Black. Because now, once more, via the wings of Icarus, Brian makes his way to the ring to face David Blake once again. Because now this time, there will be no outside interference. There will be no BS. There will only be one winner when that cage is raised. The shades of a classic Brian the Brain is wearing an older variant of his Brian the Brain shirt. The infamous catchphrase, "You can't outsmart the brain." A phrase that has probably haunted David for a great majority of his days. Brian's been wearing his scar as well, but the aggression that this man has been dishing out on both David and DJ, and the mind games that he's been playing with both of them, have equally been just as great. Of course, as you all saw in that footage that got leaked to TMZ, that Brian got into a major scuffle with DJ after the airport, and of course, the incident that kickstarted it, the son of a bitch put his hands on me. On me! You can't frickin' do that! It's not supposed to happen, and even though Brian is not the owner of this company, he is still the law. Right now, the law, the UCW, and the Brain has to answer to the sinner one more time. Because as Jose said, you want to act like an animal, then I'm going to treat you both like an animal. And as David makes his way to the ring right now, with a very emphatic t-shirt that says, he freaking hates migraines, as if to say that he quite literally despises Brian, he hopes to put an emphatic exclamation point on this bitter feud. Of course, David has been the running man. He has been the messenger for DJ. Because considering all the circumstances that DJ's been getting involved in, Well, it's no wonder that David is the only one who's dishing out the authority here. But again, when you're a coward like these two, at the end of the day, what else can I say? I mean, literally, like, what else can I say here? David is technically getting what he wants in another match with Brian the Brain, and with the benefit of hindsight, probably makes you wonder if DJ is also getting what he wants by sending his lackey to do his dirty work. But if DJ was any kind of man, he'd be doing this out here himself. I'm just saying. And for the record, I'm strapped now. So fuck around and find out. The both of you. One can only wonder though, does David have what it takes to actually beat Brian the right way inside of the cage? Or is this going to be the moment that Brian needs to unleash the animal? And here we go, they're charging. Lariat from Brian. And another lariat. To the ropes he sends David. Oh, with almost a counter there. Setting him up. Oh! And he missed, and he got bumped right into the turnbuckle, followed by a boot. And David trying to figure out where he is right now. Oh! Going for a crossbody, but David caught him. And now David seeing the cage. Oh! And this is where you have to understand now, the cage is a weapon. Steel meeting flesh. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that does not feel good. And David just continuing to wear in on Brian with some shots there. Brian has no idea where he is. And now once again with a power bomb. I already think I know what he's going for here. He likes using that cage already. Oh! Power bomb on there, and another power bomb from David. Cover already. Only a 2 count already. And David once again throwing a tantrum. Gotta understand though, ladies and gentlemen, it takes a lot to put away Brian. Oh! Discus big boot there from the center. And now got him in a variant of got him in the rear naked choke here. And Brian just absolutely trying to quickly fight his way out of this. Brian had a brief advantage at the start, but now looking for the advantage of his own. Some elbow strikes there. And now Brian may have a bit of a movement. Oh, knee strike there. Knee smasher there. And oh! Face right into the turnbuckle. And now bulldozing right into David with some vicious shoulder blocks. He's not stopping with these. And also bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, in a match like this, there are no rules. Anything goes in these kinds of matches. It's like Jose said, he's oddly respectful, saying, hey, I'll let him go. Brian going for here. Oh! Running knee shot right into David's face, and also sending his face barreling right into the cage there. And only a 2 count. Very emphatic 2 count though, but definitely a smart move from Brian. Let's take a look at this again. Running forward and bang! Like a freaking shotgun. Dangerousness of Brian the Brain coming out on full display in this match. In many ways, the cage can corrupt you. It can bring out your worst instincts. David now fighting out of that. Elbow strikes to the chest. Looked like Brian was going to try to send David into the cage there, and now once again, oh my God. Oh! And slamming Brian's midsection once again right into the steel. He's going to absolutely destroy this man because he is using this cage like a cheese grater. And now, trying to find a place out of this match. Looking to escape the cage early here. But wait a minute, Brian already sees him. Oh! And now Brian effectively using the cage as a weapon. Slamming his knee into there, and now setting him up for a... Oh, looking for a power bomb. David fought out of it. He fought out of that one. And now Irish whip. Oh, again! Just absolutely manhandling. No. Oh my God! And a big boot right to the chest of Brian, again driving the spine right into the cage. Once again, Brian kicks out. And he's arguing with the ref on the outside here. Gotta understand. All right, let's take a look at this again. First the Irish whip, which sent Brian over to the top rope. Again, just raking the back against the cage. And then this. Boom. Just absolutely pummeling Brian right into the cage. Back first and also chest first with that big boot. Now setting him up. What's he going for here? And Again. Oh, no, 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 no. No! Again, just raking and just grinding the back of Brian the Brain. As I said, effectively using this cage like a damn cheese grater. Oh! Just absolutely using everything now to his advantage. He's using the ropes to send the Brian right into the cage. He's using everything. And now, to the other side. Not again. Oh, my God. Taking his time there with that one to really make sure that Brian's flesh just grinds against the steel. Oh! And an uppercut now just once more, sending him into the cage. You almost got to wonder here. If anything, the steel cage is playing more into David's favor here. Because now he's been the one who's been using the cage most of the time. Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. Brian got out of that. It looked like David was once again trying to think like a sick bastard and use the cage. And, oh! Slamming the knee down there. One of David's weakened knees. And now, look at this. Oh! I have no idea what the heck that was, but let's just say that David's knee ain't getting any uglier. Probably is getting a little bit ugly. And now, Brian going for here. Setting his man up for something. And once again, targeting the leg. The thing I know O'Brien's endgame is here. Systematically targeting the legs. If anything, I think he's going to try to, yep, right here once again, targeting the legs. By proxy, what Brian is doing here, if my memory is right, he's preventing David from climbing out of the cage. David with a counter by pushing Brian away. Uh-oh. Setting up his man. Drop him down. Brain Buster! Cover! 2. Oh! He kicked out once more. It's not the first time, though, that David has kicked out of the Brain Buster. With this right now, the move will definitely weaken you. It won't always put you away. And now, setting up his man once again. Going for the figure 4. Got him in the figure 4 this time. Once again, Brian using his brain to good advantage and weakening the legs of David Blake. Just absolutely wrenching on that leg, in particular the weakened knee that Brian slammed into the cage earlier. As a result of this, David now trying to fight out of it, and Brian's got the position back in. This man is absolutely getting turned around like a tourniquet. But now Brian's in the tourniquet here. Brian gets out of that. Smart tactics slow by Brian the Brain as he's effectively weakening the knees. Uh-oh! Midnight Massacre! You gotta be kidding me! 2. Oh! Now how about that? Brian the Brain, the second man to kick out of the Midnight Massacre. First it was Jose. Now it's Brian. Still the divided chance. But now, David struggling to climb out of the cage due to that weakened leg. It seems as though Brian's back up. Guess the Midnight Massacre didn't hurt him all that bad, considering he took 3 of them at Quest for Gold, and now, strike to the back. And another strike. Oh, this time from David. And another, oh! Right into the freaking rail of the top of the cage. I'm amazed Brian's not busted open, but I can tell that scar is definitely ready to open up. And David now on the verge of escaping the cage. And once again, trying to find his way out of it, but Brian's back up. The weakened leg is definitely costing David plenty of his time. And now, both these men are on top of the cage here. This is a very dangerous position. David trying to get the heck out of Dodge. But again, that weakened leg is preventing him from moving, and a strike now from David. Oh, Brian counters there. David's gonna freaking fall off if either of these guys aren't careful. If one of them falls off and hits the back, hits the outside, the man who falls is technically the winner. They're still trading strikes. Shades of Quest for Gold. Crowd knows who to boo and who to hate. And now, slamming that ugly mug on the top of the cage now. And now, Brian, one more. Holy smokes! He just sent him crashing down! This is it, Brian. You can escape, but let's take a look at this. Slamming that ugly mug and then sending him crashing down several feet in the air, and bang! Right there. Absolutely insane. This is your moment, Brian. You can escape. No. No, no. Don't do this. Brian, no. You can't. Don't do this. You're out of your freaking mind if you do. I know that look. I know that 1,000-yard stare. You gotta be out of your bloody mind. Don't do this. You gotta think about your career. You got plenty of fights still left to fight. And David now getting up. David, oh no. The screw it look. No, no, no! What the hell? What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, my voice cracked, but holy shit. Look at this. He just shrugged, said screw it. I'm doing it anyway, and then a vicious moonsault from the top of the damn cage. Oh my God. This is awesome indeed. But at what cost does a match like this do to your body? David's on Dream Street. Brian trying to get his bearings straight. And I'm over here losing my voice, and I got nothing to drink. I ran out. This is awesome indeed, ladies and gentlemen. And now both men standing up. Brian charging. Going to work now. Strike, and another strike. Both of these men giving it their all. Sending it back to the cage, and knee smasher there from Brian. And now, the brain cometh. Thinking smart, as Brian always does. What's he going to be going for here now? Measuring his man. Got David in prime position for Vertigo here. Looking to hit him with it. Looking to set him up. Got him in position for Vertigo, and uh-oh. David knows if Brian hits it, it's over because he fought out of it. With a very scared look on his face, and oh, clothesline. Another lariat. Back to the ropes now, setting him up. Oh, he missed there with that lariat. Brian thought wisely there. Going to the ropes. Uh-oh. Envious end. And this might be David's chance to get out of this match. Brian has no idea where he is right now. He's absolutely on Dream Street. David trying to get a bit of a breather here. He's definitely worn out. And the ref now getting ready to unlock the cage. This may be it, ladies and gentlemen. It can't end like this. He's just gonna waltz out. Can't climb the cage because his knee's busted, but wait a minute. Brian caught him. He's preventing him, trying to prevent him from leaving, and all the ref can do is watch. Oh, strike. And sending him back in there. Still got plenty of match left between these two. And David trying to figure out what's up. Uh-oh. Going down. Vertigo! Plants it with Vertigo. Covered now by the brain. That has to be it. And it's 3. Holy shit. And Brian finally does it. Putting away a shard of his checkered past once and for all. Let's take a look and see really where the tide of this match turned. Brian sent David to the ring, and then this. Probably one of the most insane things you'll ever witness. The shrug turns around and a moonsault. Freaking moonsault from the top of the cage. Just when David thought he had it out, and he tried to escape the cage the easy way, Brian sends him hauling in, turned him around, and planted him with Vertigo. And just like that, with an emphatic 1, 2, 3, David, you're gonna have a hell of a migraine after this one, because you just got outsmarted by the brain. Check and mate, ladies and gentlemen. The reality now for David is sinking in. He just got outsmarted. He just got beaten by Brian the Brain. An emphatic and well-earned victory from the Brain. Can't say that the man didn't earn it. It's about wait. What the?
You know, DJ, I can't say it's nice to see you. Because you've been making my life very hard in these past few weeks. You've been attacking my security, my talent, and causing damage to the arenas hosting us. You're costing my business a lot of money, DJ, and no one takes money or food off my family's plate. And to be quite frank with you, if it were up to me, I'd kick your ass myself, DJ. But I'm a businessman. So let's end this bullshit for once and for all. How are we gonna solve this, DJ? How are we gonna solve this problem between you and Brian? What can I do for you to drop those charges and not pursue suing us?
It looks like I've ruffled a few feathers. Good to know that I'm getting my message through then. I'm not gonna waste your time, and I'm gonna get straight to the point because we're both busy men. Especially you with your daddy issues and the dollar store black hair on who stole the title. I'm still looking at pressing the charges against him and UCW for second-degree assault. You know, just like I know, that he will be known as a felon from now on until the day he dies. And then on top of that, he will have to spend 7 years locked up. But in my own opinion, that's letting him off easy for the hell he's caused. I get that all this makes me sound like a huge hypocrite for even saying that because of the things that I've done. But I've had the right reasons as to why I'm doing all of this. Your dad has tried to cut me off at every turn I've ever made since I signed the UCW, and ever since he broke our agreement for helping you jackasses win against Team Storm at Civil War. I've been on the hunt for his head. I want to spill your dad's brains out on the floor. I want to beat his face in and make him have to cover up his face for the rest of his life because of the hideous scars that I will leave on his face.
Funny thing you say that, considering that I just booked Brian to face David Blake. You know David. Of course you do. Because that's your little lackey. That's your little bitch boy coming in here and causing havoc. Well, I booked him in a steel cage match. So, both of them, they can't get help. They can't escape. And honestly, I'm hoping just this match convinces Brian to not attack anybody on a goddamn airport again. And maybe he won't want to go to jail after doing this steel cage match. But anywho, DJ, let's not waste our times here. I'm cleaning up the shit my father started. And quite honestly, I know there's something you want. So, what is it? What is it that DJ Black is requesting? Because I got all of these investors that are coming down my neck about this bullshit, and I need it gone once and for all.
You know, I've done some thinking. I'm willing to drop the charges against him, you, and UCW under an arrangement of an agreement between you and I. We're both businessmen, right? You own UCW, I own LWA. This isn't just two former friends or, well, club members speaking to one another. This is just you and I finally having our one-on-one talk we've needed to have since Apocalypse. So, Jose, you know what I want in return for dropping the charges. So make a few phone calls, draw up a contract, and make the match official for Bash at the Beach. Because I want to end Brian's life where it all began. It's time that fucker pays for what he's done to me.
That's it? I can do the majority of what you're asking, but just like you said, I am the owner of UCW, so I need to make sure that my company is safe. And truth be told, I know this isn't going to be a match. I know the hatred you feel for Brian and the hatred that Brian feels for you is off the charts. Honestly, I don't think this could be a normal match. So, if I sign off on this, I have some demands. So first, obviously, like I said, this isn't a match. I want this to be a fight. I want it to become a no-holds-barred match. Second, although you wanted us to host a match, I can't say that it will be on our pay-per-view. And I know what you're thinking. You want it on Bash at the Beach. I'll give it to you at Bash at the Beach, but on the third condition, which is that it becomes an unsanctioned match. So I will air this live to the world. However, I want it to be known that I, nor UCW, nor Brian are responsible for what happens in this match. I want it to be clear that this is between y'all and whatever happens, happens. So, DJ, if you agree to this, I'm sure I can get Brian to agree to it, and then we can go our separate ways, and we don't have to deal with each other anymore. So, what do you say, DJ?
You really are done with him, huh? Because this agreement between us just jeopardized your father's health, and yet you've agreed to it without any hesitation. I don't care if it's an unsanctioned match or not, because at the end of the night, Brian Carter will be laying in a puddle of his own blood, gasping for air, and fighting for his life. Till next time, Jose. See you soon. Very soon.
Hey, DJ, just remember that Puerto Rico, that's Brian's turf. That's his backyard. It's his home. And the last man that he beat there, he told him these exact same words that I'm going to tell you. And I want you to take them with you. You're honestly not going to understand what I'm saying, so hopefully you can get a translator. Or maybe you surprise me and you know a little bit of Spanish. But here you go. No puedes ser más inteligente que el cerebro. Good luck, DJ. You're going to need it.
Brian just bore witness to a conversation that happened earlier in the day, and as I'm being told right now, the match has been confirmed. It's Brian the Brain versus DJ Black at Bash at the Beach in an unsanctioned match. Oh my God. He's here. The man whose name I was forbidden to ever speak again. Come Bash at the Beach. We in UCW are not going to be held legally responsible for whatever these two men do to each other. As I sign off, before we go to the beach, ladies and gentlemen, it all comes to a head there. My name is Max Storm. I'll see you in Puerto Rico. More likely, I'll see you all in hell.